All right, so I bought a brand new radiator cap or reservoir cap, whatever you guys want to call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one. Awesome. So, not 100% sure exactly what went wrong with this one, but cool. Seems locked to me. I went ahead and got the battery tested as well. By the looks of it, guys, I think I have either one of two things. I have a bad alternator because it's discharging the battery, or I have a bad ground somewhere and I need to double check that. It's either this right here, or maybe as I go down, it's not connected properly to something. I'm not 100% sure. But if the alternator needs to come out, I promise you guys, I am gonna be pissed off, because that means I need to drop radiator fluid or try to see if I can finesse it, but I honestly don't think I can, but we'll see. Looks like a pain, and I just put everything back on, so I'm gonna plug that back in there, turn it on, probably take it for a little stroll and see how she does. As you guys can see, the car's having issues right now because I don't think it's getting enough fuel. But right now it's moving fine, so I don't know. Something is up, bro, where either the throttle cable or something's getting stuck, maybe the throttle body, whatever, but something's acting up. But I'm parking it inside the driveway right now. Hopefully I don't get stuck with the exhaust. Woo, okay, we cleared. All right. So right now, I went ahead and parked the car inside. I'm still having a lot of little issues, but the reason why I brought it back inside is because one, is street sweeper tomorrow, and two, when I get back, I want to fix that exhaust leak. I want to put a bolt so I can literally listen to the engine and see what it needs, because right now I can't. Everything's too loud. Oh, I dropped you guys. But if you look at all the gauges and stuff, give me one sec. Everything looks fine. Obviously the battery, because of I'm getting some kind of ground or alternators draining it. I got the ABS. I got the service engine soon, so I don't know what. I have no idea. But there's a lot of little things that I need to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video for right now. We're gonna go ahead and start this tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in the afternoon. Let's get it. All right, guys. Something just happened and I'm not very happy about it. I'm a little on the fence about it. I don't know what the hell just happened, and I'm hoping for the best. But so I'm removing this right here because, as you guys can see, I went ahead and marked that because I'm gonna try to cut that straight so it doesn't touch on this plastic right here, because this is aluminum, so it gets really hot and I don't want it to like eat through. So I'm removing this, and check this out. There's oil right there. So I don't know if that oil is coming in from right here, throwing it in, or what, but it's right there. So my assumption is this right, yep, look at that, throwing nothing but oil. Ah, dude, what the hell? No wonder I'm having a freaking issue. Well, that's one of the issues, but what a freaking headache right now I'm having. Jesus Christ, can you guys feel my frustration? I hope you guys feel my frustration. I know we were supposed to start this video tomorrow and finish off with doing whatever else I was gonna do, but what the hell, bro? I think I'm gonna have to put a valve there or something, because this is too much, man. What the hell? All right, so in the last clip that you guys seen, you guys noticed that there was oil in here, and then oil coming from the valve covers down into here, shooting it in and going back into the supercharger. So what I ended up doing is I ended up going to O'Reilly's. I got myself a little T adapter. So it's not the greatest. I honestly messed up on the sizing, but it's gonna be temporary for right now. I'm testing it out to see if it's actually gonna work. So I ended up mocking this up, which was awesome actually, because you see that little hole right there? Yeah, right there. That's where I ended up sliding the hose. So it's still gonna go down. So when I end up getting a legit oil catch can, unlike my little one right here, This is my little mock-up one, my little Gatorade one. I created a hole on top. I'm gonna slide the hose through it, and then we're gonna go ahead and test it out and see how it works. Another thing as well, I did mention to you guys the header situation that I was having. Well, I ended up putting a bolt through there. I found one that would work, so it was a pain, believe it or not. My right hand is a little swollen. Not sure if you guys can tell, but it's a little swollen from squeezing my hand in there. So now I understand why they charge so much to do the header work on this car, because there's no space. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this underneath there. I'm gonna grab a zip tie. I should already have one somewhere. I probably lost it already, but anyway, I'm gonna grab a zip tie and then put it right here. This is technically why I'm using this bottle, because it makes my life easier, and then obviously it's clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. The one thing that I have been having an issue with is dipsticks. I already broke two trying to install them. It's been a pain in my ass, to be honest with you guys. I'm pretty sure there's an easy way to do it or a proper way to do it. I don't know how to do it, but for some reason on this freaking car, it's so hard to install the dipsticks. So that is my last good one over here. This one's broken, and then now that is my last hope. So hopefully I can figure out something to properly do that. But as of right now, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on the header situation. The little oil catch can that I'm creating, I already cleaned that up. Also, I know you guys can see right here, it looks all ugly and cut up. Well, I did that because that little this little metal thing right here, this little lip, was touching up on against this. So I ended up cutting it down to see if it worked, and now I have space, because obviously we all know that aluminum radiators get really hot, and I didn't want it to burn through this. So later on, I'm gonna go ahead and when I remove this again just to check up on it, I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down to make it look a little bit better. But that's another update right there. So let's go ahead and install this really quick, see how that looks, and then we'll go ahead and put the car down and see how it sounds with the new header actually installed. So another thing as well, I know I mentioned to you guys the battery situation. My alternator is draining the battery, so something over here needs to be checked. I haven't done that yet. I need to. I'm not the greatest when it comes to electrical work, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. And I'm also gonna go down underneath and probably zip tie a couple things. I might hold off. I'm not 100% sure if I am though. And the reason why is because the oil feeder that goes to the supercharger is leaking, and I know I mentioned that to you guys before. So I think I'm gonna end up purchasing one and then replacing that. So maybe majority of that stuff is gonna end up coming off anyway. So I think I might hold off on that. Not 100% sure yet, but so yeah, let's just go ahead and install this really quick and let me show you guys. Woo! What do you guys think? A little temporary catch can. The hose pushes down in this way. This would actually be a very great and dope spot, but the other thing is I need to figure out a way to move it like right there exactly, because right now the angle that it's at, it's actually a good angle, but the tire is actually gonna touch. So we'll see, unless maybe I can like crimp this up somehow, like if you were to step on it. But since right now that it's temporary, I guess we can go ahead and not worry about that, and then the car isn't really going anywhere right now, so this is gonna work out pretty fine. So looks pretty cool. If I didn't show you guys would honestly think I had a legit catch can, huh? But let's see how that works out. Also too, just to show you guys again, look at how close that is right there. That is like near touching, if not touching already. But as you guys can see right there, I know I showed you guys in the last video, but it's leaking through here. So this is the hose that I'm talking about, the pressure hose that I'm gonna have to go ahead and order. And then I want to go ahead and zip tie this one a little bit, just so it can be pushed back like this to create more space. But like I said, I don't know if I really should do that right now, since I am going to remove it, but maybe I should just in case. But also too, you guys see the oil right here. I'm still leaking from the actual cover right there, but look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. And then I'm leaking from the rear main seal over here somewhere. Either that or maybe this oil is just freaking launching all the way back there. I'm not 100% sure, but as of right now, it is a mess. That's on there. I'm gonna clean that up because it keeps staining the floor right there, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna clean that up. All right, so you guys see this dipstick here? This is the original one that came off this car. I tried another one that was just like this. I broke it. I even modified it to try to make it fit. Turns out this was supposed to be installed before they put on the header. Now, this little stick online is $100 and something. I already have one. I was gonna purchase another one just to be like, oh, maybe I have the wrong ones. Nope, that is the correct one. Now, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a steel braided one, and that one that just wiggles everywhere, and just slide it in there, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that works. Now, another thing that you guys can see right here, you guys notice how it's all white right there, and I'm leaking right there. Now, I'm under the impression that this might be messed up. I ended up purchasing a cap thinking it was the cap. So maybe it is the cap, maybe I'm wrong, but this doesn't make sense because I just cleaned that. So I'm gonna clean it one more time. I'm gonna turn on the engine and I'm gonna see exactly what the hell's going on right there. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm also gonna check the header noise, see how that sounds. So let's pop into that. I can still hear a little bit of the exhaust manifold, and the exhaust is still not 100% like sealed, but it sounds a lot better than it did before. So that's a plus. That doesn't sound good at all. Let me go ahead and rev it and see. All right. Now, is that the supercharger? Yeah, it sounds like it's the supercharger. Supercharger does not sound healthy at all. Then again, I don't know how it's supposed to sound healthy. Maybe that's exactly how it's supposed to sound. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. But it sounds a lot better. It's not as loud. As you guys seen, every time I stepped on it, wow, that's getting really loud. It's kind of scary the way it sounds. It sounds like it's gonna blow up. ABS light is on. Battery light is on. Overall, other than that noise right there, it sounds good. Man, that thing sounds horrible. All right, so now that I went ahead and turned off the car, doesn't seem like I'm leaking here. So maybe I didn't clean it right the last time, or maybe I'm just tripping, or maybe I didn't close the cap on. But overall, she sounds a lot better. The only thing that still trips me out, that loud noise. I don't know if the supercharger is maybe not getting enough oil. Maybe the feeder is not doing its job. Yeah, I don't like the way that sounded. At all, you know, at all. But maybe I don't know, maybe it's grinding somewhere that I don't see. Oh, that's hot, boy. Jesus, let me see over here, see if it's maybe grinding somewhere. No, it doesn't look like it's touching anywhere. Not 100% sure what the heck is going on, but can't wait till that does its job. I want to see that full. Overall, I mean, she sounds good. Just that. If you guys have any idea what that noise is, or maybe that's just the way it's supposed to sound, let me know. But that's obnoxious, super obnoxious. But anyway, now what I have to do is just figure out that electrical issue. If I can't, then I'm either gonna call Johnny or I'm gonna call Zach to see if they can help me out with this situation. But overall, we're looking pretty good, boys. We're looking pretty good. Pretty hyped about that. Pretty excited. We're this close, guys. This close. I'm probably gonna go ahead and order that oil feeder as well, just because, like I said, that red hose is leaking a little bit, so maybe it's not shooting the pressure up to the supercharger. But all I know is that thing sounded horrible. So I don't know if maybe when the previous owner had it, it sounded like that, or maybe when they sucked in that water, it just completely messed all of that up, or maybe it just messed up now. Maybe it just needs to be rebuilt. I don't know. I'll cross that road when I get there. As of right now, let's just install that dipstick.